Wow. Hello, everybody. We're going to let some people filter in here. I'm going to send out the tweet. This could either be an exciting, fun stream or an absolute devastating funeral of a stream with the Brock Nelson news. My guy. It's been announced that he's going to be traded. That's what they believe. We'll be playing some 2K, that's for sure. We will be playing some 2K. We'll be talking Brock Nelson. God. Hit a hole in one. I'm gonna try my damnedest. Here we go. Here come the chat. It's been a while, fellas. Try to watch Game of Thrones or your stream. Come on, Will. Daddy's home. Let's go. Daddy is home. You could hear me. You could absolutely hear me. Hello, hello, hello. It's great to be back. It's absolutely great to be back. Who is Brock Nelson getting dealt to? This is stuff that I'm trying to deal with right now. You know, you're just experiencing real life stress. This is a guy who's stressed out right now. You know, I've got the whole thing ready to rock for you guys. You guys remember how it is. Like if I want to bring in like Trent Ryan, bang, I'm going to show you a corn face. Bang, there I am. Maybe I want to do this and I want to bring in my fat face. Bang, there I am. Like I'm ready to rock here on this stream. We're about to play 2K. I want to let you guys know I'm dealing with a lot of real life shit in terms of Brock Nelson getting traded. Whoa, we don't know where he's going yet. This news is just coming through the pipeline. But we're just going to get right into it. If you have not joined the society, make sure you do that because we're about to play that. We're about to play that. Bang, bang, bang. Is he going to go to the Devils? That would kill me. That would absolutely kill me. All right. Oh, I just spit. What the hell just happened to me? I just spit all over my hand. I got to make the chat bigger. Reason behind no Minnesota Barstool Classics. You know, there's 50 states, possibly 51 soon. There's a lot of states. We love Minnesota. We absolutely love it. We love going there. But, you know, you got to go to some other places sometimes, you know. I'm sure they've looked at the data. They realize all the things, like where we got to go, where we're going to go back to. And just happened to be one of those years that we just had to skip, unfortunately. Frankie, don't spit on your hand. Too early for that. I agree. All right, guys. I think it's time to start. So it's the online societies. If anything happens with Brock Nelson, if we get any information, please alert the masses, alert me. I'm going to need to know that. Cal Clutterbuck was a great listen. Yeah, our newest podcast was a great one. It's definitely a must listen. What the hell is that? It's windy as hell on Long Island, that's for sure. Barstool Golf Society, 4 events, 4 rounds open. The official Barstool Golf Society. Make sure you click on it. Make sure you join. We're going to get these streams up and running again, guys. This is something that we're going to do. We've got the Arnie Palmy alert. Arnie Palmy. Anyone looking for some Arnie Palmies? The highs and the lows of this stream will be drastic if Brock ends up getting traded during it. It's something that we're all not going to be able to handle. I'll probably end up just like getting out of this thing. Closing in on 10,000 members. We got 9,011 members in the society. We also will be giving away, maybe not in this stream, but as we get the guys going in, and we got Trent, we got Riggs, we got all the guys, we got Jersey Jerry that's one who wants to start streaming with us. This is something that we're going to be doing. We're going to be giving away codes as well. Okay, so this is something that we're going to be giving away. I might even give away a PlayStation code in this stream. Okay, that's something I'm willing to do, man. I'm willing to give away a PlayStation code here. Send Brock home to Minnesota. Love foreplay, but my Rangers whooped some ass, and now the Islanders are trading Brock. LOL. I mean, you guys are literally trading every single person that you've tried to make work, right? Like, you bring in all these guys. You bring in all these guys during the offseason. Now you're trading them away. Nothing really worked. You're probably trading away Crowder. You're probably trying to trade away Zibanejad. You know, are the Rangers okay with being a point out of the playoff spot? I don't think so. So it's like we're all just fucking sitting in shit, buddy. All right, guys, welcome to the Foreplay stream. I got a nice little screen here behind me. As you can see, the Barstool Golf Society logo. We got some 2K logoing. We've got really great assets here. Okay, imaging. All right. I'm gonna play the Arnold Palmer. I do have a code. All right, I got a PlayStation code that I will be giving away. Did they do anything different between 2K24 and 2K25? They did it so different that they didn't even come out with the 2K24. So it went from 2K23 to 2K25. That's something that they did do. I think they've completely revamped the game. It's smoother. It's rounder. It feels very like when you play, it's not as jagged. Things are just kind of slowly moving through. It's a nice, even water flow. Let me see here. The Islanders pitched a 3-year offer for Brock Nelson. Clearly wasn't enough. The Islanders have been engaged in trade calls this evening, and more than 7 teams have expressed significant interest. All right. Ready to play. Arnold Palmer Invitational. I think you guys should play along with us. I think this is something that we should do. I think we should all play together as we try and go through. Oh, you can create a room. So people can play like you guys can play like together. That's pretty sick. People can play together. Play solo or create a room or join a room code. I like that a lot. We're going to play solo. PGA Tour 2K25 Bay Hill Club and Lodge. My first time playing a full round here. Current funds $680, entry fee $25. Let's go, fellas. Come on now. Let's get this thing up and running. We used to get like remember, I don't know if you guys are OG watchers, right? Like this was like 2 years ago. We used to stream every single night. Like a year and a half ago, right? We were getting 1,500, 2,000 concurrents every single time we came on this thing. We lit the internet on fire. We were one of the best streamers. Like, honestly, it was a solid fucking stream. Let's get back to that. It's going to be a long time, right? We got all the people that are trying to copy us now, and everyone's doing it. We get it. We just got to grind. We got to grind at it. We got to just keep, I got to keep it going. You got to absolutely keep it going. We have this on pro difficulty. All right, so usually when I play a little bit easier, but we're just gonna, this might be nasty, this might be good. We're gonna be getting Divot Derby going. We're gonna do Divot Derby tonight for sure. Get Lurchy back in the mix on these streams. And that's just a good swing, all right? Pro difficulty, and let's just get it going. Haven't played a full round yet. 205, 208, so we probably wanna go a little bit. I do love when you want to talk about the improvements in the game. You do this, and on the right side of the screen there, you can see what the actual spin is doing. There was a lot of guessing in the last game, right? You didn't know exactly what the spin was doing. Now you know what it's going to be doing. Like, we don't really want that. We don't want much spin because we want to get this thing up there. Let's go. And that's a little bit of a pull. Probably short of the bunker. Almost going to kill somebody.
This is your third shot.
Ooh, sit nice. See, I end up going a little bit too quick. I got a lot on my mind. I got Brock Nelson. Whoo! Something that I don't want to really talk about, but we're going to have to get through it if he ends up getting traded tonight. Man, all-time best American-born New York Islander. Get in the hole. Let's start with the birdie. God! One of the things that you're going to realize as I play this game, guys, is like I can't control my emotions. I do have a little Stanley Cup here. Look at this nice little thing that my wife got me, actually. She got me a nice little cup, and it's got a little golf ball on the top of it. Look at that. The nice little cap goes right on top right there. No free ads, right? They don't sponsor us, but look at that little cup. That little golf ball and a tee. Take that off. You drink some water. Guys, these streams are a wild ride in terms of, it's just a look into my brain. Unfortunately, it's very exposing. I don't remember exactly, how to do this. I think I just kind of ran with the flow of it. It's been a while. We've been very busy. I have a baby coming in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming as the late nights occur. Maybe we're doing some feedings. That cannot go in the water. There's very good players in this society, as you'll see. Some guys are like 6 or 7 under, like as they start this thing. So yeah, really long story short is we're back doing a lot of traveling. I think from now until the end of the Masters, I'll be home like 3 or 4 days. So we are doing a lot of filming. We're playing with chicklets. We are going to be going to a new golf resort in Georgia. We're going to, I just putted off the green. Brock Nelson's not going to be an Islander anymore. There's a lot of things that I got going on. I'm putting with a spider, though. Get in there. It's a double bogey. It is what it is. A hard par 3.
Well, that one wasn't
as a fellow new dad, this is the beginning of mayhem. Yeah, I'm going to read the chat. I'm going to try and get back to you guys. Have you been to Bay Hill before? I've never actually been there in person, so no, I've not played. How about that? How about Tom Wilson and Ovi packing it in for the Rangers last night? Yeah, that was a good little thing that they did there. Tom Wilson dominates the Rangers and probably the Islanders also. Bay Hill looks very tough because like really nowhere to drive this ball. And as Scotty Scheffler was saying today in real life, the fairways are soft, but the greens are tabletops, rock hard. Barstool Golf is in the game. The merchandise is available. If you guys click the link in the description, right? There's a description that I wrote out. Hopefully I did it correctly. If you do that and you connect your 2K account, you can get Barstool Golf apparel. Once you end up clicking that in your on your browser on your phone, the next time you go on the video game, it's right there when it pops up. Bang, a hoodie, bang, a hat, and you're ready to rock. You're rocking Barstool gear for the rest of your life. So very cool technology, the fact that they're able to do that. We're going to put this in the hole here. We're at a 5-iron with an 83 to 90%. All right, so we're swinging and we're pulling it.
Here comes
contact, rhythm, swing speed, and I think swing path are all the core parts of the swing here that you really got to start dialing in. You also, when you buy the game, you decide if you're going to be like a fader of the golf ball, a drawer of the golf ball. So as you can see, it's got that bias. It's got that left to right for the putt. It's got that right to left for the irons. My eye is starting to itch. Brock Nelson's no longer going to be a fucking Islander because we're trading him because the team sucked and we had injuries. And now we got to trade an all-time New York Islander that should be fucking, we should be putting his fucking jersey in the goddamn rafters. But instead, we're going to trade him to like the Minnesota Wild or like the New Jersey Devils. This guy deserves more, man. The injuries got us. We made it to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. Like, we just didn't make it happen with that core, man. It's just, like, hard to fucking wrap your head around. It really is. It sucks ass. And it's like, you want to build a team, right? You want assets. I get it. You want assets. You want to bring in these, like, flashy guys. But listen. You got Matt Barzal, you got Bo Horvat, you got Ilya Sorokin, you got Noah Dobson. You got these guys that you want to try and win a Stanley Cup with. You're losing a 30-goal scorer. So whoever you're fucking trying to bring in better score 30 goals. And let me tell you something, folks. We're right back to square goddamn one. You bring someone in that can score 30. That's what we already had.
And now hitting
Like,
out of the rough.
we already had it. Sucks ass.
Done. That's a nice little poke shot there. Looks like we could have a birdie on this hole.
Draft picks. Like, we're trying to win
Lead for our leader at the moment.
now.
Wind blowing left to right on this hole.
There's other moves to make. The defense, we have like 25 points combined from 30 defensive players. Why don't you start moving some of them? Everyone's got a no trade move. Everyone's got a no trade clause. Everyone's got no trade movements. These deals stink. You know whose deal didn't stink? Brock Nelson's. Sign him. Give him everything he wants. Make him an Islander for life. He is the locker room guy. He's the glue. No one sees that. Sucks.
Setting up for our third shot. Oh, brutal.
I'll tell you what. I did not have a Red Bull. I did not drink Red Bulls. I did have a 1 bar today. Listen to me. I'm going to have a baby coming in like 7 weeks. And honestly, the baby's inside of a human over there in the room next to it, probably screaming too loud for that, right? Like, I got to control my emotions. Like, if we're going to be doing these streams, we're going to have to talk like this. We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do a lot of this because I'm not going to be able to scream about Brock Nelson when there's a baby sleeping in the next room. All right. So we got to learn how to fucking control our emotions because this is time to grow up now. Chip it in. Now we go. All right. Now we go. Bitch. That's what I'm talking about now.
Okay, you are at 2 over par.
I got a nice little backdrop. You can still see. Look at this. Look at this. Who is this guy? I have to put this together. I have to clip all the things together. It's nice. It's nice. All right. Imagine playing this hole in real life. I'd have to go all the way over here for like a 230 carry. And like still, you'd rip it to like this bunker. You barely would make the bunker. You wouldn't even make it. But in this game, we're going to hit it right here. And we're going to smooth operator. Smooth operator. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, baby.
Good job.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we're around about,
That's what
I'd
I'm
say
talking about.
240, 245 to the
Where'd I get this fire hat? That's on. This is from a little company called TaylorMade. All right. Shout out to Mike Essie. Shout out to my boy Will. Shout out to Barbooty. Oh my God, I am absolutely puring it tonight.
There you go. This is shaping up. Putting for eagle net.
Sneeze count is legitimately at 5 since we last said it. Trent Ryan on our podcast says that. Well, there was a question that said, do you think that you have more... By the way, I think I have internal bleeding from that Brock Nelson stuff before.
All right, let's get back on and chuck this ball in the hole.
Do you sneeze more, or do you get more pars throughout the year? And I said, bro, I don't think I sneeze at all.
And about 5 feet to go.
How about our boy Will Hedberg actually wearing that same sweatshirt right now? Ha ha, Team Taylor, man. That's what I'm talking about. We are so in sync. It's crazy. Get in there. At the end of the day, guys, right? And we said, like, we're going to get this stream back up and running. Like, we always talk about low numbers. We used to turn the stream off if we had 500 viewers. Now we're gonna climb back up. We're getting back up to those numbers that we used to get at. It's gonna be a grind. There's more games in town now. You know, this ain't the only show. This ain't the show. This ain't the only fucking show and pony show that's in town anymore. So we're gonna get this thing rolling. It's gonna be a slow build, but we're gonna get it with consistency. I'm gonna bring this shit on the road. We're gonna be playing from the road. We got all the crew. We're gonna get beef in here. Imagine beef just in here, just doing beef things. Come on now. Like it. We got 521 people currently talking and watching. Only 33 likes. If you like the video, it goes up. All right? Let's play. Pathetic amount of likes.
Second shot here on the 7th.
You're sitting there. You could make an action, right? I talk about this all the time. Like, if we tweet out, hey, go subscribe to the pod or go subscribe to the YouTube channel, people are watching that and then just saying, I'm just going to ignore. Like, right now, I'm saying you haven't liked the video and you still haven't done it. Do something. Now, look, bang, 30 people just like, just do something with your life. 71 people now. See, like, you got to make a call to action. I got to start putting from the fringe. I also got to start spinning here. Here we go. That's got to zip. You don't get zip out of the rough. This is why this game is so fucking realistic.
And this one
Look at
is
this putt.
from way,
2 over.
way out.
We're going all the way
This
out
one's
here.
breaking pretty hard to the right.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
And not a bad effort from where you were.
That's what I'm talking about.
This one's a 3-foot putt. Currently sitting
All right, guys.
at par.
We're just going to keep this thing rolling. The Arnie Palmy alert.
We're working with the tailwind on this hole.
Barstool Golf, make sure that if you're watching this, hey, Frankie, it's Steven from the Bag Drop at True Blue. I'm so sorry I was not able to find your head cover. Damn it! That's all right, Steve. I appreciate you looking for it, brother. God! Dude, we did this thing, and don't give it away, Steve. Do not give it away. Don't give it away. We did a qualifier to see who's going to play TPC Sawgrass. We did it at the Barstool Classic at True Blue. And we had a bunch of people following us. That, you know, I think we like surprised people that the fact that we were going to be playing after the Classic, so not that many people stayed, but a decent crew stayed. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I'm not going to blame anyone. But I think I went to Pine Valley this summer, this October. And I played Pine Valley for the first time. I got invited out there. Great guy. One of the best guys in all biz. Brought me out there. I had a freaking great 2 days out there. It was unbelievable. I get a freaking head cover. A beautiful, beautiful leather head cover that you can only get at Pine Valley. And I've had it on my 5-wood because that's the club I hit with Tiger Woods. And I put my most special head cover on that club. And I shit you not, I hit a couple of good 5-woods. I went during this qualifier and I had the head cover off. I had the head cover on. And then I went to go leave. We were going to the airport. I went to go leave and the head cover's gone. And the head cover is gone. So either someone stole it, which I don't think that's possible because there were such great people following us. Like there were diehard fans. So either someone stole it or I lost it on the course. But these guys went out there and they looked like they were looking for the freaking lost island of Poseidon or whatever you want to fucking call it. That's got to go in. So I'm not blaming anyone. I'm definitely not blaming the guys that work there because they fucking looked like their asses off. But I am saying I went there with my favorite head cover and I left without it. So that sucks ass. Get in there. Let me in. Oh. Got to be the Masters setting. No, it's okay. Okay, see,
And this one's for the double bogey.
Double bogey again. These par threes. Is that a par three? These par threes are killing me.
Here we go. Par 4, 9th hole. Let's go.
No, and my guy Steven Moretti, man, that guy is a real one right there. Going out there until dark, looking at every spot. I appreciate you fellas. That means more than you can ever imagine. Damn, dude. I really appreciate you guys looking for it. It is one of those things. It's like, it is what it is. You know, we just fucking lost it. Damn. All right. I appreciate you boys, though. Thank you for looking for that. I suck right now. I'm 5 over through 8. We got to start going low. This is hard, though. I mean, people are saying you got to play on master setting. We're playing on pro setting. It's fucking hard. The game just came out. We got 10,000 people in the freaking society. I don't want just like the person that knows how to play the game immediately winning. Like it's almost like you got to give everyone a shot. So I made it kind of hard, but not really hard. Because if you put it on master, people can't even fucking hit the ball. My dad is playing this game right now as he watches it. He's going to start getting in on streams with us. I actually downloaded this on his Xbox. Got him an Xbox. Just downloaded 2K. Dealing with a guy like my dad trying to get him to sign in to an Xbox and it's asking him for a code and sign in on another device and then sign into your 2K account. There was a lot that was going on, but we got him dialed in. He's probably playing right now. Like if you put master setting on for that guy, he's not getting the ball off the tee. So, and I'm missing putts left and right, man. So you got to really think about that. Shout out to Steven and the gang. Shout out to True Blue and Myrtle Beach, man. 6 over on the front 9. We got to start going low here, guys. All right, let's really start paying attention. That's a sick draw. Power draw. Brock Nelson, man. If the Wings lose tonight and the Isles win, tomorrow night, the Isles win, we're 2 points out of a spot. I hate that we're not going all in. I have mixed emotions on like the going all in part this year. I think the injuries have just been outrageous. No one realizes that hasn't watched the Islanders like how many injuries we've had. You've got every single D-man at one point has missed significant time. Every single one of them. Our backup goalie, Semyon Varlamov, like I don't even know if he's still alive anymore. Like the guy's just done. Who knows if he'll ever play again? So like you have Sorokin taking every single game as if he has to play every single game. Then our backup, I can't make a putt. Then our backup, who was awesome when he came in, he's out for a bunch of weeks. So it's like you either have Sorokin or you have your triple backup goalie in. I can't make a putt, fellas. Double bogey and we're 8 over. D-loft here, Frank. Yeah, I got to figure that out, man. So we got a lot of stuff going on. The defense has been hurt all year. You're playing with plug-and-place D-men. Your top line hasn't been together all year. You had Declare out. You've had Barzy out for more than half the year at this point. You've had every single guy getting hurt. So it's like, do I want to go all in on this shit? No, I don't want to go all in on this shit right now. But I do want to keep Brock Nelson for the next 3 or 4 years. The fact that we can't make that happen makes me want to fucking cry here on the stream. I do want to cry real tears. Like, that's something that I want to do. I'm going to try and hold it in. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, it's just, people just have no fucking idea how to fuck, like, I don't know. They don't understand how hard it is to find a Brock Nelson. Like, it's really, really hard to find a guy that has gone all in on your team like that and has found his game so consistently. And he's an unbelievable face-off winner. He kills penalties. He blocks shots. He's so fucking good. it's just such a fucking shame that people are like, oh, I'd rather have a draft pick and a young D-man. It's like, I get it, but like, you're never going to replace that right now, I don't think. And even if you do replace him, that's really all you're doing is you're replacing him. How are we going to move forward and like get better though? Like, we got to get better. Another bogey coming in. Like, we make a putt. How does that stay up? Playing freaking pinball. Figure it out!
And if you can sink this, we'll have a triple bogey on our scorecard. And it is a 2-stroke lead at the moment for our leader.
Who the hell is this guy? Le Mans going 14 under on this place.
Heads up, winds blowing left to right here.
Do you miss Trent being in New York? I mean, we see him so much. So it's like when he was in New York, I barely even saw him because whenever I'd see, I wouldn't see him in New York. I'd see him, you know, when we would film videos. So, I mean, it's really the same thing. It's just, I'll be interested to see how the summer goes. We're going to have to be doing a lot of trips. He'll have to come down. I'll have to go up. Or I'll have to go down. He'll have to come up. I think that's what I said the first time. All right, let's just make a birdie here. We really got to start trending in the right direction because 4 rounds of this is going to get nasty.
One is around 80 yards from the pin.
I did see the big golf cart thing. It's just, we talked about on the podcast, like other brands are going to start doing the stuff that we've done. And like everyone does it, right? Like you just come up with an idea and everyone's going to start coming up with ideas. And the second that we take an idea from someone else, we're going to get fucking YouTube murdered. But it is what it is. It's just, that's just the way that life kind of is for us. So hopefully people realize where it all came from. That would be nice. Ooh. Can't figure it out, man. Trent went down to Florida. Is this Elon Musk? That's nice. I know. I've gotten that before just because of the plain white face. Go in. Ha ho! Mr. Chapinski. Nice to see you. Yeah, baby. What was that for par? All right. 11 over. Not bad. That's the YouTube game. That sure is. Sure is the YouTube game, brother. You know, you can't patent a YouTube idea of having a bunch of guys in a golf cart instead of multiple golf carts. So, sexy chip. Appreciate that.
This one's about 85 yards out.
Did Lurch hit your back and open up some stitches? That's so crazy you said that. Did I say that on the podcast that I was worried about that? Because I was really worried about that. And you know who did it? It didn't open up any stitches, which I'm getting out tomorrow. It didn't open up any stitches, but it fucking hurt. Was Riggsy Boy gave me a little pat on the back after a big putt on like the 18th hole of our first round. And it fucking killed me, but I wasn't able to like tell him it hurt because I didn't want to be a pussy, and I just chipped into the water, so. God, look at this. I know, I couldn't get my guy to look like me. We were in the game in 2K23, and it was unbelievable to see our faces in there. Am I chipping it again? I'm the greatest chipper in the freaking world, man. Let's get those likes on that video for that chip in, man. Beef is the man. Guys, cheers for everyone playing. Always has good vibes. Here's the other thing about beef, and I'll be the first one to say it. There's only 620 people. We're going to get this number up as the years, as the streams go on. But here's the thing about beef, right, guys? Like, at the end of the day, like when we have, I'm going to give away a PlayStation code, by the way. I did say that, so stick around for that. When you get a guy like Beef, we found him because he was doing his own thing, putting up tips, which he's going to be doing a lot of as the weather gets better in Chicago. Oh my gosh. Holy push. He was a teaching professional, right? Thornberry Creek. And everyone's like, oh, this guy needs to be Scratch. And I think a lot of people said Scratch. I think like when Dave hired him at first he's like, this guy's Scratch. I think we all thought, like, you know, when you see a teaching pro, you're like, this guy's Scratch. He's the greatest golfer in the world. He's a teaching pro. The more you realize like what teaching pros actually are, like they're way better conveyors of the game. Like they're teachers, right? It's almost like John Cooper. Never played hockey before, but he's coached a multiple Stanley Cup winning hockey team, and he's won his whole entire life coaching hockey. He knows how to talk about the game. He knows how to play. He knows how the game is played, but he might not be the greatest hockey player himself. Never played lacrosse, did the whole deal, right? Like Beef is an amazing teacher of the game, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he is a scratch golfer. Like we're gonna have ups and downs with this guy hitting golf balls, just like you have ups and downs with everyone hitting golf balls. He didn't play that much when he was at his club. He was doing a lot of lessons. Like I guess my main point is like I don't think one thing means the other thing. It doesn't mean that like he's gonna shoot a 68 every single time he goes out there. When you're a teaching pro, and hopefully this teaching pro is watching this, I think that's like a bad rap that they get where it's like, oh, it's like you got to be like the best player of all time. Like, bro, the guy's sick. He is sick. He's got great hands. He can hit the fucking ball. So solid. He's got great ball striking. It's just like, maybe he's not putting it all together just yet. And like, it is what it is. Like, he's not a pro. He's a teaching pro. So I don't know. I think that's something that I've seen people like kind of like confused about. And it's just like, that just means you don't really know like what teaching professionals really do. And he's just the nicest guy ever. And I'm really happy we have him. 13 over through 15 holes here.
Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th.
That dude Ryan from the Sauce video was a teaching pro and he was trash. He did not play well. I don't think him or Beef played particularly well. It's also another thing to play on camera. I know that no one's going to... For us, like, we can't use that excuse anymore. I know we do for rigs from time to time. It just adds another element, man. Like you hit, like all of a sudden you just hit you have to hit meaningful shots that like hundreds, thousands of people are going to be watching. And it's like, it just gets in your head and you start to grip the club a little bit more. And like, you just start making weird decisions and chips start to become impossible. And like, you just start second guessing your game and it gets away from you, man. It's not an easy sport to play with that type of pressure. So you bring a guy out there that just, he hits the back range at Boca Raton Country Club, and he works with all these celebs and these athletes, and he gets their swings dialed in. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, bang, you got to get on this video, and you got to be the best player on your team and play against us in a match. It's like, holy shit. That's a little bit different. So, I don't know. I think it's I know I do got to go to the range. I'm 13 over. I think it's a hard position to put someone in, right? Like, it's not the easiest thing. So, I don't really blame him too much. I was a little bit surprised, but he had it in there. You saw some swings. It was funny too when we had. Oh my God, that just went right by the hole. By the way, guys, when we asked Sauce to play, he's like, I'm gonna bring a teammate. And we're like, oh, sick. Like we've got a jet coming, and that's like, no, we got his teaching pro. Great guy, super nice guy, but I was just surprised. Scotty give you the new digits. I'm gonna leave that between me and Scotty. How about that? I'm going to leave that between me and Scotty Scheffler. Just like an MLB pitching or hitting coach, those guys can't throw 100 or hit 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but they sure can teach you how. It's very true. He's blessed with the way that the way he talks and like how Beef makes things so simple. It helps our game with him just being around. It really does. Oh, draw it in there. Paint the picture, baby. Miss the green. Yep. Chip it in. Come on now. This would be to like finish off with like a nice strong. That was like a strong last 3 or 4 holes, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Let's see where we finish. We're in 294th. 294th with a 12 over. We still got a bunch of rounds to go. It's going to be hard. I would love to get these done, and then I would love to play some Divot Derby. I also would love for Brock Nelson to not get traded while I'm on here. That's something I would love for it not to happen. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the game. Make sure that you do join Barstool Golf Society. We're going to be on here for a little bit here. We're going to be playing some more. We're going to see if we can get better than 12 over. And then we're going to play some Divot Derby, which I think they definitely have in the game, right? Divot Derby's definitely back. I'm in 576, actually. Holy shit. Let's read some of this chat here. I'm trying to keep it. You were a great pizza review filmer. I appreciate that.
Looking forward to today, no question. And on this course, We are starting our day
The
with
idea.
par 4. Now let's smash this ball into that fairway and
The idea that I'm gonna have to the idea that I'm gonna have to get a little bit quiet when the baby does come is gonna be hard because I'm definitely a loud person, especially in the comfort of my own home. I can see me really royally fucking up the loud factor. The you know, the walking around making noise, like the baby's sleeping, going to bed. It's like you gotta just be quiet. I'm a loud walker. Like I'm already prepared to mess that up, but you know, everyone learns, I guess.
going left.
Oh, this is easy. This will be good. Gotta loft this bitch up. Come on now. Get up. Get up now. Get on up.
All right, let's go.
What are some of your core golf memories?
Breaking left to right,
It's a good question. Definitely like early rounds with my dad, like him teaching me the game, going to Eisenhower Red. I always say like there's something about like playing those really early rounds of golf, and like he would wake me up and be like, "You want to go play golf today?" And it'd be like a 7 o'clock tee time, and I'm one of the youngest guys that are going out there. I'm like 12 years old with my dad going to play a pretty solid golf course, and I remember like the white and the blue course at Eisenhower has like electric carts, and then there was something about the red that had like the gas carts, and it just sounded different and it smelt different, and like the fog was coming up, like the morning dew, and like golf just seemed so cool to me. It was like eerie, and going to pay for your tee time in that little hut was like a whole process, and it was cold, and you had like a quarter zip on, you were wearing like golf pants, and everything about it was unbelievable. And like going out there and hitting your first drive and like just hitting good shots was like you couldn't understand how you were out there. And so I mean, it's not like one necessarily like one memory, but it's just like all together. I cannot believe I missed that fucking putt. Just that feeling of like the mystique around golf. Like I never like now it's like we're out there all the time, almost every day, especially during the summer, and it's like it's so normal, right? You're on a golf course, like the first tee just looks like the first tee, and there's obviously moments where it starts to feel different, right? Like go out and you play like TPC Sawgrass in front of people or whatever it is, or we're doing a big match against a pro, like you get the heart, you hit in front of Tiger Woods, you fucking,
50 yards out.
your heart's in your freaking throat. But a golf course still feels like a golf course. Like I just, back in the day when I was first falling in love with it, a golf course was so like mythical to me.
Here's a 20-foot putt.
It was a really, really cool place.
Break into the left.
Drunkest you've ever been on a golf course? I honestly, the drunkest that I've been with the boys was probably that video that we did recently at
Nice putts for par. Let's see what you
at PGA Frisco, where we did as a group, if we were 3 over or worse, we had to take a shot of Fireball whiskey. That was brutal. We took like 15 in a row, or whatever it was, 8 in a row.
up a bit. We got a headwind on this one.
But I really don't drink too much. Like, I like to enjoy drinks, but I don't get like blackout on the golf course. Like even on like my bachelor party, we went golfed, and it's like, oh, I just can't play the game when I get like that. It's fun. It depends on like where you're at. You know, it just depends on where you're at. You want to be able to enjoy the round. Oh my God, where'd that creek come from?
Water. Be careful with this one. We're in the deep stuff. And this one out of the rough. I don't know if you're going to make this. All right.
Make sure you like the video.
Well, this one
You got to figure it out, Frank. Go in.
no way.
What a freaking loser. I want to putt this, right? Okay. I'm not taking my time, and I'm missing everything low. I'm missing everything high. I'm playing freaking Plinko.
Too hard.
We're going to replay this. Miss. Awesome.
This one's just a 3-foot putt.
I just saw Nelson traded. That's just a guy trying to get me to check my phone. That's just a guy trying to get me to check my phone.
Our leader currently has a 1-stroke advantage in the field. Time for the 5th hole, and we got a.
If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself? That's a tough question. I wish they programmed the pant leg pull for my birdie. That would be unbelievable. I'm going to take this one nice and slow, guys. Ready for this? Who was the guy that used to donate a shit ton? Dude, I don't remember his name. If someone writes it in here, I'll be able to, like, once I see it, I'll remember. Who was that guy? Who was that guy that used to just toss, like, he would throw like $500 in the chat. We would lose our freaking minds. We'd be like, what are you doing? Why? All right. That was a ho-hum par, right? What was that guy's name, man? Don't think Max made the right move switching to Cobra. Yeah, it was an interesting one. I know that he talked to a lot of brands. I heard a lot of behind the scenes that there was a lot of brands that wanted him. And, you know, with that Cobra deal, and it's like, man, that's a big switch. That guy just really wants to eat himself as a hot dog. I know I would eat myself as a hot dog. I'd be smothered in hot mustard and relish. I'd be so delicious. Damn. Dream guest on the channel for me is Derek Jeter. See, now that one, Brock Nelson traded to the Jets. That one is something I'm going to check my phone about because that's where I think he's fucking going. And if that's not real yet. Now, see, like my heart's fluttering every time someone writes something in here now. But I'm assuming I'll get text messages. So I'm not going to fool. I'm not going to fall for shit. Let's take our time now. We're not making any more bogeys.
Okay, we are about 245 yards out from here.
Chipping distance should be much more than a third the total distance. Whoa, that wind was crazy. Bro, it felt like my house was about to get lifted up off the freaking ground. Like, that was nuts. This wind is crazy right now in Long Island. Oh, that's the best swing we've had yet. That's the best swing we've had yet. Oh, fellas. Go in the hole. Go in the hole.
Okay, this is your eagle putt. Let's make it count. This one's breaking left to right.
Frankie, do pineapples belong on pizza? I'm not going to be here to, like, tell you what's on a pizza and what's not on a pizza. Pizza's so great. If you want to put whatever the hell you want on it, you can. I think you're wrong.
This one's tracking.
But, like, I'm not. That's a birdie. So, like, now we got to start paying attention. I don't know, man. Like, I've never tried a pineapple on a pizza. That's for sure. I love pineapple, and I do love pizza. So, thoughts that Brock rejected an extension with the Islanders. That is something that I don't really... That's something that's really not registering with me because I don't really see it like that, if that makes any sense. And I know that's probably giving him the benefit of the doubt. But the problem is like, I don't think that I don't think that the Islanders gave him a deal or offered him something that was like, all right, I'm not going to test free agency ever once in my career. Like, I'm not going to, like, that deal is so great that I'm going to stay here. I love it here. You know, I have my family here. I missed another putt. Like, I think they probably gave him something that was competitive, but not enough to be like, I'm not going to try once in my whole 20-year NHL career to go out and see what I'm worth. That's like a hard position to put someone in. So that I'm really not going to blame him for. I think that you'd have to probably overpay to keep him, and that's what I really wanted. Like, I wanted them to just be like, you're worth this. You should be in the rafters one day. We're going to win a cup with you. Like, but they didn't. Like, they probably offered him something like competitive, but not. Opinions on UBS Arena. I mean, this will just turn to an Islander stream. Like, I love UBS Arena. I think it should be where the Coliseum was. I think politics completely fucked it up. It's a shame. It makes me sick to my stomach. Borelli's would have lasted for 150 years if the Coliseum was across from there. Obviously, not having 100 events a year across the street hurts a lot. But you know, it's like that part kills me. But the arena's great. The arena's unbelievable, and it's not really filling out. And that's partly because the team is stunk, and they're a small market team in a big market city where there's a lot of things going on. It's expensive as hell. We don't have the benefit of having like everyone work right around the arena, like something like MSG or one of these major cities. So it's an interesting team, man. You got to think every single like. All the core hockey fans in New York were at one point Ranger fans or not hockey fans because the Islanders only came around 1972. So like grandfathers of Islander fans like probably had to convert at one point. My grandfather didn't because he wasn't a big hockey fan. He moved to East Meadow. They opened up the restaurant, and all of a sudden a hockey team popped up right in front of him. He's like, oh, we love this hockey team. And then 10 years later, they went on a run for 4 cups. Or 7 years later, 8 years later. But, like, you know, you got to think, like, if there's 8 million people on Long Island, like, there are millions of them are already Ranger fans. And it's just a hard battle to always kind of fight. It just is what it is, man. It's always going to be a small market team. Like, you have a small but passionate fan base. So when you're not playing well and when things get expensive and it's like not worth the time to go on a Tuesday night, it's going to be empty. You don't get that benefit of like tourists or, you know, people like leaving work and being able to walk to the arena. It's like you got to go home, you got to get your kids, you got to get in the car, you got to pay $60 for parking, you got to get inside the arena, you got to buy freaking beers and pizza, and it's like $1,000 day, and you're like, what the hell just happened on a Wednesday to go watch this team like lose, you know, almost every home game they played this year? It's like crazy. It's like, what are we talking about? So of course it's going to be empty. Like, do you have like people that have been shitting on it don't have level heads? Like, they're not thinking rationally. We need common sense. Like, of course no one's going. I'll go. You know, like, I'm a sicko. But I understand why they wouldn't. Who's going to be competing in the Players video? That one is coming out. What's this Biden talk? What the hell is this guy talking about? There ain't no Biden talk around here. Being a hockey guy, you watch Shoresy. I never watched Shoresy, but I do want to get into that. How many voicemails have y'all been getting from the gallery? It's got to be a shit ton. That's an Alex Bush question. I'm assuming that we do get a lot because every time I ask him for another one, he's got one lined up. When's the Kingdom video dropping? That's coming out this, gosh, I think that's coming out like this weekend. I think it's coming out this weekend, guys. I think we're dropping like a weekend. I could be wrong. I may have been hallucinating that, but I think Brendan Jones said we're dropping it on the weekend. Frankie, let me tell you, made me an Islander fan all the way in Australia. That's right, baby. Frankie, did you know that when Joe Biden was born, he was closer to Lincoln's inauguration than he was to his own? I know you like these facts. Fuck! That's crazy. Saturday video. Let's go. The Kingdom video is coming out on Saturday. Send it to your friends. Show them what you need. I also, another thing, like to go into that Kingdom video, you may see some good golf there, and then you may wonder, like, well, why do they play shitty in videos? Like, don't let the way that we've played in other videos dictate how you feel about getting a fitting. The fitting is information that everyone can take info from, regardless of how that person goes out and applies it in their other games. Golf's still a hard game, regardless of if you get fit for the right shaft and the right lie angle or not. It's still a very difficult game. So don't let anything like Riggs's scores or Beef hit the ball or me. You might see me chunk a wedge or not hit my driver great in a round. Like, that has nothing to do with the fitting not being correct. Like, the fitting and all the things that happen within that video that's coming out on Saturday are all very, very interesting, like deep golf facts and tidbits and things that you can take along into your own game. Like that part is why it's such a great video. It's not necessarily going to be like, oh, this guy got a new shaft, a new driver. He's going to hit the fairway every single time. We would just be professional golfers every single time we went to the kingdom. It's not the case. What you're supposed to take away from that video as a viewer, and why we are actually very proud that we get to do it every single year, is it just educates golfers who love this game and spend a ton of money on the game, right? It's an expensive sport. We go out there, we buy equipment all the freaking time. It shows you like how to find the right thing for you and like what to look for and like all the stuff that is meaningful in the golf swing and all the data. That part I love. I learned something about putting, and it actually has like made me significantly better. It has made me significantly better with the putting, like learning like where I thought that I had to change my putting stroke, or that I had to change like the way that my putter laid on the ground, or I had to change like what the look was when I looked down like at the neck. And we did the math and we did this putting lab thing, and you'll see it in the video, but like I take it back, let's say like 0.4 degrees, and then I bring it back at 0.4 degrees. So it was like, no, even though it might be in to out or out to in, I'm bringing it right back to where I started from. So that means it's always going to be on the line that I initially set out. And that's all you can ask for in putting. Of course, 0 to 0 would be perfect. But like if you're bringing it back to where you took it back from, now it's all about just lining up where that putt's going to go. So it's a lot of talking. I'm really trying to just get over like the fact that Brock Nelson's not going to be an Islander, and I'm really just talking through this. So this is like almost like a therapy session for me. But yeah, that video's coming out on Saturday. Wow, we got $10. Isles have the same financial plan as my Pittsburgh Pirates. Get young talent, refuse to pay up, and then send them to another team for basically nothing. It's a real shame, honestly. The problem there, Chris, and thank you so much for that $10 donation. It's unbelievable. I don't want people to have to think that they have to do that for me to talk to them. That's not this kind of stream tonight. We only got, 546 of you that are sitting here, which I love you all. It's 10:50 on a Thursday. A lot of people got work tomorrow. But I don't want you to think that you have to pay just to talk to me. I'll answer your answers. I'll answer your questions. I do appreciate that. I think the difference between the Islanders and the Pittsburgh Pirates is we do not have young talent. And they do, unfortunately, pay up a lot of guys that probably don't deserve it. We have a lot of long contracts with guys because it probably is all because of, like, the things I said before. Small market, not in a big city, harder team. Oh, my God, we almost chipped that in. Harder to get guys to come to the team. Obviously, the new arena helps with that, and some good players help with that. But, like, we get a guy, and we're like, we got to sign for 7 years. It's, like, crazy. When's the next 4-man scramble? We have, I would say we have a couple of guys that are in the pipeline. Obviously, the schedule is so crazy right now on the PGA Tour. Just like last year, we struggled a little bit to lock in some guys because we just didn't want to pull the trigger. And, like, I don't know, it's really hard right now, to be honest. Like, obviously, you want to annoy these guys to the point where, like, they're in your video. We've been around these guys. That's a great putt, by the way. We've been around a lot of these guys, and we have the credentials at the PGA Tour, and we're seeing them all the time. And it's like you want to stay true to, like, just being a normal person and not being like, hey, like, we need you to do this video for our business, and, like, it's really great. Like, it's a struggle of, like, pulling the trigger and being like, hey, we really need you to come meet us. Like, we did that for so many years. So, like, to keep kind of, like, doing it, I don't know how to explain it. Like, we obviously have to keep doing it, and, like, that's how you keep the business going and shit. But I just feel like when you're, like, when you're first, like, bursting onto the scene, it's a lot easier to be, like, in people's faces, being like, you got to meet us here, and we're not going to stop texting you until you do. And, like, just really just trying to be, it's not, like, desperate, but it's, like, I feel like as the years go on, you just kind of wait for that right opportunity to be like, all right, now it kind of works. Like we want to do a rematch with Kiz because it's been like so many years since we did that. Like that would be a banger for us. We've got a lot of guys that we've never filmed with before, but I don't know how. Maybe it's not really making sense what I'm trying to say. You just don't really want to be all over these guys while they're trying to play like for the Masters. Like, of course, we would love all these guys to play in a video. It's just We get like hated on for being. By the way, see how 2K does that little tap-in animation? Sick. We want to be like. Everyone calls us like suck off fanboys, but it's like we actually like to give guys a lot of space. To be honest, I mean, we kind of, if you look, it's like we kind of just do the pod, we do our videos. Like we would love to get these guys every single week, and it's not like they don't want to do it. It's just like we try and find the right time and place, and we get them. We get the videos. It's just it's a balance, man. It is a balance that you have to try and navigate. You don't want to be the desperate crew that's like constantly being like, the only way we'll survive is if you meet us at this golf course and we do a 9-hole video. It's like, not going to happen. We're just going to watch beef. Just be beef. Get up. Is that in the water? Yep. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta get a. You know what I gotta get of beef? I gotta get. Don't say Brock Nelson just got traded. You're just gonna make me fucking look at my phone. I gotta get beef in here. Like, you see how I do this? Bang. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get a beef transition. Who's the foreplay guy for the players, or when is the video? The video's coming out. If I don't know who's like on the back end of this thing. I know it's probably Rob White, our social guy, and probably Brendan Jones is probably watching this as he's in the midst of, he has his baby. I put it in the water again. I don't know when that video is coming out for the qualifier for TPC Sawgrass. It's one of our better videos because there was actually meaning behind it. Whoever won the match is playing at TPC Sawgrass in front of like a ton of people on YouTube. So I think that video is coming out next week. Has to come out next week. I'm really fucking up.
Now you've got 7-foot putt.
Let's see. God's. Monday midday. There we go. Monday midday. Qualifier. Meaningful golf. How much interaction do you have with Dave nowadays? A decent amount. I hear from him quite a bit now. As the brand gets bigger, obviously I was like with him every single second of the day for 6-7 years, but it's like and then there was like a little bit. I feel like once I jumped on full time with Foreplay, it was like we do our own thing, and everyone was kind of moving in a million different directions. And now it feels like because of where the business is at, where Foreplay is at, we've got a lot of things like that we're trying to get done and up in the air, and there's a lot of events that we're trying to book and stuff. So there's a lot of phone calls and meetings. So it's been great. I mean, there's no one in the world better to work with than Dave Portnoy. That is a fact. He tells you exactly what he needs. He tells you exactly how he needs it, when he needs it by, and it just gets your juices going, baby. Getting back in that mix is the greatest. When we were recording last night with Cal Clutterbuck, great podcast, by the way. Go listen to it. 17-year vet in the NHL, talks about the trade deadline. Golf sicko, obsessed with it. Maybe go give it a comment and a like and a follow or subscribe. Let's get that podcast channel kind of going. If you guys don't mind going to give that a little subscribe. Missing putts like crazy. And Dave called me mid podcast, and I just stopped the podcast and I showed the phone to everyone, and I was like, obviously, just whatever we're talking about is over, and we're gonna take this phone call. So it's like you just drop everything and go. That's what the boss does. Like that's fucking. That's what you live for in this business, is to just like good interactions, keep it moving. No, we are not finding out the gender. It's going to be a surprise. So thank you to everyone that is saying congratulations. We're going to take it as a surprise. Not many surprises in life. You know what? It's not a surprise because I just hit that in the water. Foreplay is one of the best editing crews in YouTube sports. They do have we have a great crew. We have an absolutely great crew that fucking grinds. And it's like, dude, there's brands that are getting way more views and that are like growing in different ways. But like, if you guys saw the behind the scenes, like we do have a lot of stuff going on. Merchandise is huge. We've got a lot of like live events that we're trying to put on. And these videos are still doing well, man. Like if you would have told us 3 or 4 years ago that like we were going to be averaging 200,000, 300,000 views for like just regular episodes with just our guys in them. Like that's fucking crazy to me. Sure, we had the huge videos when like we were like the only game in town, when we would do Rory McIlroy or Scotty Scheffler, or we would play against kids that would get 3 million, 4 million views. Like that's a lot harder to do nowadays because there's so many YouTube golf videos. But man, like the freaking the floor is still going up, which is for us. Like, let's just keep this thing rolling. We're not going anywhere. I'm only 31 years old. I ain't dying anytime soon. If I die, that would suck, man. That would suck. I watched that show Paradise, dude. That show Paradise ruined my life. Episode 7 of Paradise ruined my life. So much anxiety. I just, you know, it's like, man, you watch it and you're like, I don't really want to die. Like, that would suck. Like, right now, like, knowing it. Like, when I'm older and, like, you know, I'm hoping that, like, you get to the age where it's like, oh, like, I can't do this anymore. I just need, like, you know, it's like you're, like, 98 years old and you're like, oh, I can't walk. Like, that, it's like, just let me go to sleep. But right, it's like, bro, that, like, that show, I'm not going to give too much away. Episode 7's, like, whoa, like, wow, God, not good. Like, haven't really slept since I watched that. Do you think you have a good chance of beating the Chicklets crew in the upcoming match? I think that's still, like, I don't know exactly what video we're going to do. I got to talk to Wit. I think we only have one day, so I'm hoping that we can get something for our channel because we are the golf channel at Barstool Sports. I think it would be insane after all these years trying to get the Wit versus Riggs match done. Like, I think it would be insane for that not to be filmed. Like, if we're finally going to get everyone together, we're going to do a sandbagger. That's nuts to me. I mean, if we're talking about level-headed and trying to use common sense, like, let's do the golf video. At Barstool Sports, right? It's Barstool Golf. That's one thing. And I think that will happen. I think Riggs versus Witt is like, it's 10 years in the making. So can we just like make that happen? So I think we're going to do my idea is to do Riggs versus Witt, and then me versus Yandel, and then Trent versus Biz. And it's like 3 matches. Now, it's not like that to me is like, yes, we're going to have so much fun. The way that we kind of like jaw back and forth, we've had a great relationship with those guys. Witt's like one of my favorite people in the world. Yandel, I go back and forth with all the time. Biz couldn't be a nicer guy. Love those guys to death. I think it's gonna be great on the golf course, but that's gonna be a little bit more like there's some fucking bad blood a little bit in there where it's like you want to beat those guys. Like, so I don't know. Like, I think that would add a lot to it, dude. I think that would add a lot. Like, it's not so much fun in games. It's like there wants to be a winner and a loser pretty fucking bad. And I hope people don't take that as like, oh, it's not going to be a fun video. I think that would be, but it's like, God damn, Riggs is not in the same league as Witt. I don't know, man. Like, as long as I'm not going to keep talking about Riggs' game because the more you talk about it and the more he doesn't get it done, it obviously sucks for him. But it's like, I played with him over the weekend. He was unbelievable. He would have beaten Witt no problem. Like, he shot 77 at like Pebble Beach. It's like not many guys are beating him. So if he's playing good and I can get the fucking yips out of his head on camera, I'm gonna back my guy on that for sure. I just think that video should be done. Like, that goes back to fucking Barstool Radio days. Like, OG old office. You got to get that video done. Like, what are we talking about if we're not going to do that? It's like the most talked about thing that we've had as a group. Like, the 3v3 would be great, and I want to do a sandbagger bad. Like, I think that we would be good as a team on that too. Like, I just think, I don't know. I love the idea of everyone going mano-y-mano. I love it. It's what made the Ryder Cup great. Like, it was like you wanted to kill the other team. Like, I love that shit. Sure, we can like drink and do everything. It's like everyone loves watching competitive golf when there's meaning behind it, and there would be a ton of meaning. This guy Ryan in the chat's just hammering me with Brock Nelson trades.
Great swing. Okay, this one's about 110 10 yards out.
Are we getting another vid with Colin? We actually have an amazing video coming out soon. Where we did.
And your approach is heading right of the pin.
Gosh, I'm gonna forget the teams now, aren't I?
Grab your putter.
Tommy Fleetwood and Trent,
12-foot putt here. Little
Riggs
putt right to left.
and Colin Morikawa versus me and Charlie Hull. That's breaking news. There's not, it's not like we have like record-shattering viewers in here tonight, but you guys just got something pretty big. That video's coming out. It's going to be half on TaylorMade and half. The first half's going to be on TaylorMade. The second half's going to be on Foreplay. That is outrageously good stuff, by the way. Ah!
Oh, come on. Okay, let's drain this and get our putt. All right, let's move on to the next.
That was a 9-hole match. So it was like we were out there for like 2.5 hours with everyone. I know people are going to want 18. It's like, bro, getting all those pros together and like we had to split it up like between Foreplay and TaylorMade. Like we're going to get whatever we can get out of that. That always like stuns me. And obviously when I do these streams, it's like getting like a little behind the scenes into my brain, how I think about all this shit. But like, well, everyone's so jacked up about like how many.
Second shot on the fourth.
No, I haven't boomed anyone yet. No, I haven't boomed you gone anyone yet. Everyone's been very civil and nice in here. It's been great. I'm always stunned when it's like there's only 3 holes. I'm out. It's like, bro, like I don't know. It's like for me, if we get Scotty Scheffler for 3 holes, you put yourself in our position. You're like, we're gonna take that all day,
On the green. Under
and
regulation.
like.
Good work.
The complaint from the viewer where it's like
For eagle.
I'm not watching that if it's not 18 holes. Like, bro, it's still like 40 minutes of Scotty Scheffler content. Like, does it really matter that like you would get more hole? Like, at the end of the day, like getting these guys is like you're just trying to see. Like, you have to remember like what the videos actually are for. It's like to see these guys in a light that you don't typically see them. Sure, there's like times and places to want to beat these guys in matches. Like that's great. Like when we play Max Homa and we play like Wyndham Clark and we play all these guys, the list goes on and on of how many 4-man scrambles we've done. Those are great for a reason, but it's like as an additive to our brand, if we also get these guys for like short stints, you get Nelly Korda for 3 holes, you get this guy for 3 holes, like I don't understand why like some of the backlash would be like, oh, it's not enough holes for us to watch. Like, what are you talking about? It's just we're talking about like just seeing these guys in a situation that they're not in a tournament and they're interacting with fucking idiots trying to get through a golf hole. That's just like what the video is. Like, you want to do that? Like, you want to just do that for 3 hours? Like, I get it. Like, yeah, I'd want to play Tiger Woods for a 1,000-hour video. Like, it's just not like you got to take what you can get. And it's not that bad. Like, it's not like it's not like it's a selfie video being like, hey guys, I'm on the channel, and then that's all you're getting. You're still getting golf. It's like what you want to get. You want to see Scotty Scheffler hit a shot that you don't typically see, and that's him grabbing Trent Ryan's clubs out of his bag, realizing that they're not cleaned enough for the best golfer in the world to hit it, and then he hits it to like 8 feet and fucking flushes a P790 for the first time in his life. So that's like kind of my take on that stuff, where it's like, of course, in our fucking mind, we're always going to take that video. When we're done with those videos, we're like, holy shit, man. Like, that's crazy that we just got that. By the way, I'm fucking playing some golf.
And the person on top is leading by a stroke.
Do you typically film those videos at the end of the day? Fighting the light must always suck for those. We don't film those at the end of the day. We film them on days that, like, these guys only have, like, an hour to do something with us. Or 40 minutes to do something. Like, we're kind of told, like, all right, Sky Scheffler has to get up. God!
Yeah, that one took a dive.
Sky Scheffler has an hour. What do you guys want to do with him? It's like, wow, okay, let's think of something. And then you do it, and then you put the video out, and people are like, I wish it was 9 hours long. It's like, so do we, but like we still got it.
Your fourth shot.
I'm playing on Pro. We're playing in the Barstool Golf Society. Sauce Gardner fan after your last video. It's another thing that gets on my nerves, where it's like we're trying to do these videos and like that's a cool video. Like Sauce Gardner is fucking awesome. He's a great dude. He's on the Jets and like they're always in the news and he's one of the best players and maybe he had a down year, but he's going after a lot of people on Twitter. And you put that out and like it just doesn't do numbers on YouTube. And it's like if we go out there and we eat pizza or we have drinks or whatever and we do like a challenge, that hits like the algorithm better than like a good sauce video. It's just I've talked about this even before, dude. Before we stopped streaming, I used to talk about this all the time. Where it's like, if we have a good video and we think it's not going to do views, it sucks when we pass up on those. Like if we think like, oh, that's great, but you know what, it's really not going to pop off, and we just like pass up on those, that sucks. Like, no one knows what's going to work and what's not going to work. The algorithm is a fucking nightmare. And it just sucks, like, when you think that you have something good. Like, behind the greens, I don't do that shit anymore. Like, because it takes up so much time and resources and fucking, like, the max it can do is, like, 150,000 views. And you're just like, is that even, like, you get into this world where it's like, is that even worth it? Like, do people even care about that? They just want to watch this other shit. I don't know, man. It just sucks with that stuff. You know what I'm going to do? Because I'm, like, a little down in the dumps about that. Because Brock Nelson's getting traded, which fucking sucks ass. Brock Nelson's getting traded, which fucking sucks ass. We need more behind the scenes video like he's doing trips. We are about to do our first trip right before the Masters. Right before the Masters, we're going to do a ton of behind the scenes. We're going to a sick new golf resort in Georgia. You know what I'm going to do, guys? If you don't mind, I'm going to give away a PlayStation code. Is that all right? I'm going to give away a PlayStation code. Jacob Galindo was the big owner. Some people have such amazing fucking brains. Wow, Jacob Galindo. I know it depends, but what is the typical turn time for a video to shoot putting out YouTube? I know it used to be months. I mean, we just filmed the qualifier 2 days ago, and it's going to come out on Monday. So, I mean, these guys can turn it around within 3 or 4 days. With 6 mics, 6 cameras, the whole deal. It's crazy. I'm going to bring back Behind the Greens like at one point. Megatron's back. That's unbelievable. I'm going to give away a PlayStation code, so maybe you guys give this a like. If this thing hits like 250 likes, we're at 189. If we get to 250 likes, I'm going to give away a PlayStation code. You know what? Fuck that. If we get to 300 likes, that means 120 of you, 110 of you, 111 of you need to hit the like button on this and get this stream going. Let's fucking get some likes on this bitch, and then I'm going to give away a PlayStation code. It's as simple as that. Like, I'm going to give away 1 PlayStation code if we get to 300 likes. We're at 190. That means that one person has listened to what I said. We're at 211. Now we're flying. Now we go. We got 583. Now we go. Dan Moran already freaking liked it when it was at 50. Now we run. Now we rummage up the likes meter. We're at 234. And here we go. Now we're going now. Now we're going now. Let me hit a shot while this happens. New swing stick easy or what? It's nice. It's hard to get, you know, going because it's like it's biased towards a draw or a fade. We're at 265, and here we go. We're at 265, and we keep going up. 15 miles an hour wind at my back. Means I gotta go right here. Oh baby, and we're at 272.
And about 34 feet away.
PlayStation code for this game. I'm gonna give away a game. I don't know, man. I'm going to give away a game. Like the Legends edition of this game. Comes with a bunch of VC codes, all this stuff. I'm going to give away a video game. The video game you're watching, if you don't have it yet, and you have PlayStation 5, you could just get this game. I'm going to read out a code. You're going to write it down, and you're going to run to your PlayStation. You're going to try and get it. Someone's probably going to be faster than you, because that's just the way the world works. Hopefully you have like an app or something you can do it on. I don't even know how that works.
Our leader is 3 strokes above
Simple as that.
the field right now.
288.
And this hole is a
We're so
long
close.
par 4 hole.
21 over, man. 287. Someone actually just redacted their like. It's all right, man. I don't have to give this away. It's nuts. You know, even if you don't have a PlayStation, maybe just do it for the fellas who do. You know, let's get this code out there. I'm just giving away a free game.
Unlucky. Second shot here on
What's your arch type? I think I picked the Technician. I'm not going to get this thing. I'm not going to get this thing on the green here. 287. We're not going to get there. Unbelievable. It's right into the tree. God!
And we are in the deep stuff.
We do have a live show at Augusta. We'll be announcing that soon. We're doing that on the Monday of Augusta.
This might not be enough.
At Magnolia Club Magnolia.
We're going to have to be real careful with this. It's deep into this rough.
So what's this approach now? Because I know there's flip, there's approach. I guess approach is just a full swing with a wedge. That's something I got to start getting used to. I mean, I'm 21 over. It's not good. We're at 294.
You have a very long putt ahead of you here. And this is an uphill putt moving right to left.
This guy said, I must have said something wrong. Archetype. I don't know, man. I don't know what it was, but someone's making fun of me for the way I said that.
Oh, this has my
298. Come on, ball. Find that hole.
Oh, and it doesn't go down. All right, here we go. Let's get out of
All
here.
right. 297. It's going down, man.
Let's
Going down.
And it is a 2-stroke lead at the moment for our leader.
We need one more person to like this thing, and then once it hits 300, I don't care if it goes down. Once it hits, I'm giving it out.
Wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one.
If you have a PlayStation, I would be sitting by it, ready to rock. Hopefully, you've rummaged through your room. It's 302. All right, we're doing it. Here we go. All right, guys. PlayStation 5. You ready? I'm going to say a bunch of letters and numbers here. Archetype. I don't know. What archetype? It's not architect. It's called archetype or something like that. I don't know, man. This guy's freaking out. All right. PlayStation 5 code for PGA Tour 2K25. Here we go. May the best man or woman win. J6 J 6 G M B 8 M C F. That's J66J 6GMB 8MCF. That is a PlayStation code. Hopefully everyone's got it, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Then, yeah, we're not in a good spot. We're 23 over. I knew once I said J6, someone was gonna say that, but that's
Shot number 2. Let's see what you got.
he's reading it. That's savage. Yeah, I'll read it one more time. J66J 6GMB 8MCF. You know? It's exciting stuff. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? What movie?
Here's an uphill putt.
Do you really want to hurt me? It's Wedding Singer.
Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop.
How many times have you sneezed this week? I've sneezed like 3. I've sneezed 4 times since Trent brought that up.
Our current leader is up there by 2 strokes currently.
I want to play Divot Derby bad, especially since I don't really have a chance in this right now. Mr. B 1959 wants to be your friend. That's my dad, by the way. That just fucking... That definitely just friend requested me. The fact that he's figuring out Xbox is insane.
Well, unfortunately, we missed the green here.
Maybe one of these days I should do like a drum stream. That'd be cool, right? If I figured out... I have a sick electric kit in the basement. Would I do that on the Foreplay channel, though?
Drop this on in and save your par.
Maybe I just play Hit It Hard by John Daly. I hit it hard, man. All right. This guy, secure plate, man. I think we gotta get you out of here, man. I gotta put you in timeout. You know I gotta put you in timeout. You won't stop. So, brother, I don't know what to tell you, but you gotta get out of here, pal. Boom. See ya later, pal. You gotta get out of here. I can't have that shit. I can't have guys trying to control my stream, man. You know? Get out of here, dude. Are you kidding me right now? That's a 30-minute timeout for the fellas. See you later, brother. Bye-bye. See you later, alligator. Chalamet. What is that? What is Sandler doing? Chalamet. I can't do a Sandler. Yes. Chalamet.
There we go. Good shot. And this one is a
Willow Creek's a great Long Island public track. Cherry Creek, Mill Pond is a great Long Island public track. Obviously, Eisenhower Red holds a really near and dear place in my heart.
a long way from home. See if you can
There's a lot of good I mean,
I think this one's gonna
Montauk
go
Downs is a
to the
great
left.
public track.
All right, way closer than you were. Not a bad effort there. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. And the current leader
Yep.
is ahead by 2
Yep.
strokes at the moment.
Lust Sneak is 38 under. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the hell? 38 under.
That's yeah, be nice to have that one back.
Did someone get the PlayStation code? Long Island is huge, but it's not as big as you would think, but the population's outrageous. I think we have 8 million people in Long Island, which would be like bigger than like, I would say without looking it up,
There.
I would think that Long Island's bigger than like 7 or 8 states. You know? I really think that. What a shot.
Dandy. And this one is for
Yeah. Yes.
All right, over to number 13, and this one's a par.
Yes. Sunday morning, man, she woke up fighting mad. Someone did snag it. Wow, that's amazing. So weird, man.
I think we're
The
heading
content game and like streaming and doing all this is so weird. Like I'm just in my room, right? I'm in a little like office. It's an old bedroom converted into an office when we bought the house. Just a little room, right? 8 by let's call it 10 by 12. I don't even know, right? 10 by 12. Timbuktu. And I can just like speak into this thing and I say a bunch of letters, right? Of a code, and someone somewhere in this world, this floating rock through space, is listening to me and is acting upon these letters that I'm saying. And now they just own a video game, you know? It's just crazy.
All right, here is a look at our par putt.
Like how it all works.
Okay, moving on. And our leader currently has a.
We are definitely floating through space right now, which people just don't understand, right? Like, why do we have to pay taxes on a fucking rock? And I get, like, it's fucking... Just all of it doesn't make sense when you really just try and think about what's going on out here. And I know that's, like, it's for the better, like, or else it would just be chaos, but it doesn't actually make sense, man. Like, what are we doing?
This is very, very sandy.
I'm not high at all. I don't take PEDs. I don't do drugs. I say no.
I'll take that.
I just...
Lining this one up.
It's fucking nuts, man.
I think we got a left.
Like, why do you have to be high to realize how crazy this shit is?
Pretty good. Still going good. All right, not much left here. And
You know?
a look at the scorecard.
I'm Bob, supposed to play Megatron.
Ahead by 5 strokes.
Uh,
And now the 15th. This one's a par 4.
is the kid's name going to be Brock? No. But God, I'm going to miss that guy if he ends up getting traded. God, I'm going to miss him. Great dude, man. Great dude.
Looking like about 185 yards out. This one's heading a bit right. All right, setting up now.
There's a Megatron out of Bob. Let's just keep it. Let's not go off the rails there, Bob. Let's not go off the rails. Let's keep it tight. Bob, just watch out, right? You don't want to start going crazy now.
No worries from here on.
All right, you've already thrown in 2 there.
Okay, this to save our par. Let's go.
You know what we can do, which I love. Shout out Goldie Glocks. That's very nice. Congratulations. You know what we can do, which I love to do? Let's do a little roll call.
Okay.
Let's do a little roll call. Let's hear where you guys are from. We used to do this like 3 or 4 years ago, and we used to get a crazy array of people watching it. Let's get a roll call. Right the city and state or province or country that you're from. We got Maine in the house. Jack Hathaway's from Maine. Bob's watching out, which is good. We got Wales, Atlanta, Dallas, SoCal, Oregon. Look at this. Look how crazy this is, man. Buffalo, Texas, New York, Greenville, South Carolina, Albany, Phoenix. I mean, it's everywhere. Toronto, Denver, Colorado, Fort Worth, Texas. Like, it's fucking nuts, man. Indiana, Kansas, Raleigh, Victoria, BC. Like, it's just crazy. Iowa, Bay Area. Every single one I'm saying is nuts. Canada. Your mom's house. Damn. Tennessee, Ohio, Saskatchewan, Canada, Elmer, New Jersey, Pittsburgh, Santa Cruz, 6 miles away from Pasatiempo. It's fucking nuts when you think about this, man. Australia, like, come on. Like, you show this to George Washington and be like, first of all, there's a place called Australia. Did George Washington know that there was a place called Australia?
Okay, second shot here on the
Probably not, right? Did George Washington know that Australia existed? Rufus Jenkins says that he's at Borelli's right now.
And you want this one to stick nice on that green.
It's electric.
Down slope where we want to land this. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. This one's 19 feet out. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left.
Just walked back home from the Dallas Stars game. Great win for the boys in green. That's a sick night. Australia was discovered in 1601. I get that, but like, did George Washington know? Did that get across George Washington's desk? He wasn't like scrolling Twitter being like, oh, you know, they just discovered Australia. You know how fucking long it probably took for them to realize that Australia was getting discovered? That's a bomb putt, by the way. Australia was first settled on by the English in 1770. But, like, was he alerted about this, man? These are questions we need to know. How about the fact that they have the updated Bay Hill in this game with, like, all the new, like, this hole's new. Look at this pin placement. How did people do this? How are the guys 40 under in the society event? Fucking nuts.
I think we're going left here.
It's a great shot. Plus 24, you stink, Frank. Yeah, 24 over is not the best.
Best of luck.
So I'm 23 over, actually. So for you to say 24 is nuts because I'm making a par here, too.
And this one for par. And just a little pot here, but
I got a lot of guys who went to the Stars game tonight.
Okay, let's see what the next hole has.
Frankie, let me hear your thoughts on the city of Detroit being further east than Atlanta. Let me wrap my head around that for a second. Wow. I can't really understand how Detroit is more east than Atlanta. That's not really making any sense to me. Atlanta seems like a pretty far east city. Feels like you fly straight down from New York, you hit Atlanta, and then you go to fucking Florida. Detroit, I know I go west. I know it. It's unlikely that George Washington knew much, if anything, about Australia during his lifetime. Australia was largely unknown to most people outside of European exploration circles. George Washington died in 1799. He had to have found out within 30 years. I don't think that's true, man. Detroit is also north of Canada. Think about that. That one I've heard. Parts of, yeah. What's the first country you hit when you go south of Detroit? Canada. I've heard that one, bitch. Ah! How about this one? The society difficulties on pro, and it's just not going well. How about this one? That Alaska is actually the most eastern state of the United States. How about that? You ever heard that one? Oh my God!
Okay, sixth shot. Oh yes. And your rounds over already. I thought we just started. And with that, I will leave you to your own.
Oh no, Bob. Bob, relax, Bob. Bob. Chill. Boom, 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 ba ding, bing, bitty, boom, boom, bam, ba ding, ba doom, bam, ba da, boom, boom, bam, ba ding, ba doom, bam, ba da, boom, 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 ba boom, ba boom, boom, ba da, boom, boom, boom. Does anyone have that clip of me kind of talking hockey before? About like the New York Islanders? Because that's something I've really been trying to get off my chest. And the fact that it was on the stream felt kind of good, right? Because a lot of people have been talking shit about Brock and being like, we need to trade him and we got to get better. And it's like, no one actually knows how to get better when you're losing a 30-goal scorer. You got to fucking replace him. And it's like, do we even have the assets to replace him? I'm sure Brock's going to get some assets back, but it's like, it's not what you want. And if you get something back, it's like, holy fuck. You're just getting something back. You're not making the team better. So if someone has that clip for me, I don't know if someone is in the back end, but I'd like that to be tweeted at some point, especially with everything going on in hockey. I also do have to pee, but I don't really want to lose the momentum. Has anyone ever peed on stream before? Like they pee just like underneath the table? I bet you they do. I bet you they put a little pause thing and they just, or they turn the volume off and they just fucking pee. But I'm not going to do that to you guys. This guy's 41 under. Shot 59. I'm going to hold off on the 4th round because I really do want to try and like take my time with that. I want to see, have people joined this thing? Like, come on, guys. Total members. Like, we need people joining in the Barstool Golf Society. I'll make sure that I tweet that out. We got to get those numbers up. The more we do events, the more they'll go up. That's for sure. I want to do just a round of Divot Derby. You guys all right with that? Oh, also, Butters Bay is in the game. So I think I'm going to do a Butters Bay tournament for next weekend. But it also is the players. Once we get done with like these huge events on the PGA Tour, the first major might even be at Butters Bay. Ooh, bad hat hair, man. I took my I had to update my passport today, and I went with my hat on, and I literally was just like, so that photo's gonna suck ass. How do you play Divot Derby? Do they have it? Am I fucking up right now? Do they not have it? Do they not have Divot Derby? Guys, oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Ooh, searching for Fore. Oh, remember when I used to do this? We used to say like when we were gonna do it. Oh, that was electric. I used to love that shit. Oh, I gotta have to pee so bad. Oh my god, I gotta go pee-pees. Oh my god, I gotta go pee-pees. Fuck. Bob's gotta chill out, man. Divot Derby, you go to matchmaking. And then you go to Divot Derby. I play the P790s TaylorMade. This is electric. There's nothing better than Divot Derby. There really isn't.
How you could inject more stress and anxiety into your round of golf? Well, we've got you covered.
Oh my gosh.
Get in the hole as fast as
Oh my gosh.
So what's the deal with Divot Derby, you might be asking? Well, as you may have heard, you have to get to the hole as fast as
There's really no time
there are only a certain
for looking
amount of slots available at the end
at
of
the
hole
shot. You just gotta
that
go.
allow you to continue
Gotta
to
go,
the
gotta go,
next
gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. 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 Go right now. We're in the hole. Divot Derby. Yeah. So I'm talking about, baby. It's how we stay hot. Survive in advanced. All right, Bob, we got to put you in a quick timeout while we're doing Divot Derby, brother. I'm sorry. I'm going to just go for you, man. I'm going to go 5 minutes. Hopefully when you come back, brother. Hopefully when you come back, you're able to join the crew. But for now, man, you're out of here, dude.
Okay, good job.
See you later, pal.
You may be noticing there are fewer golfers on this hole than there were before, and that's because they were slow pokes.
Almost made a hole in one, man.
It's going to keep happening hole after hole until we get down to the final hole, and then
No, I didn't. Thought I was closer.
to win the Derby.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
That's too bad. Timer's going.
Gotta go. Ho, ho, ho! Wow. Derek just ripped a fat toot in his room. You're farting over there, Derek? You're just tooting and hollering. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
14 competitors remain.
Look at this little draw my guy's playing. Look at the lean, too. The animations are so sick this year. Some dude hold out on me from 270 yesterday in 2v2 online ranked game to win. Yeah, that's brutal. All right. Hey, we're kind of striping the ball. I think that's going to end up in the bunker. Yep. We got to get going here.
All right, let's piece out of this sand.
Go in. Go in. All right, now stop. Stop, drop, and roll.
All right, you are the first one to touch the green on this hole.
All right, this is a good pace we're at right now.
After that, 4 slots
This is a real good pace we're at right now.
1 slot left. And there goes the final slot in this one.
Real good pace. Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Tee off, 12 players left.
Oh my God. Please keep
Could
drawing.
get eliminated on this hole. Let's not
Please keep drawing. Sit. Yeah, baby.
And this one's around 160 yards out. All right,
Divot Derby, you got to kind of
only ones on the green. Let's go.
dial it in. It's all fun and games till you don't hit that slot, you know?
Countdown has started. Let's get going.
Get in there.
Puts tracking.
Balls start to find holes, man. Howard's Trent's breaking 85 coming along. We're about to hit that pretty hard, no pun intended. Once the weather kind of becomes better here in New York, and once we're able to go down and film with Trent, we've had a lot of traveling for other videos, and Barstool Classics are starting to pop up now. So we're definitely going to start doing like dedicated. Uh-oh, what happened here? So one guy leaves a game, and we kind of slow everything down. There we go. We got to figure out like Barstool breaking 85 weeks, where you just that's all you film. That's what we're gonna be doing.
Up in the bunker.
Please tell me there's no water there. All right. This is not going well. This hole.
Okay, setting up about 180 yards out.
Pulled it. Find a piece. Kick left. Kick left. Sit. There we go. Here we go.
And first to the green. That's a nice sign. Let's
Imagine winning the first Divot Derby of the year. Go in.
countdown has
Oh boy.
started. Let's get that ball in the hole.
My bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips.
Now 2.
Looking good. Looking good.
holes of intense competition. Let's keep her going.
Oh, I pushed it.
People will be
That's the one that might come back to haunt me. A long putt. It's going to take a while to stop.
And first to the green. Let's see if we can also be first to the hole. Let's do this.
Get up.
Okay, time to put this thing in gear. That clock is...
Go in. Oh, my God. I'm done.
Oh, man. Come on. Maybe one more chance. Timer's going. Oh, my.
Yeah!
That final slot has been filled. We'll have to try again next time. All right. I'm interested to see who makes it to that hole first on this one. I have a couple ideas about who.
Damn.
Not gonna drop any hints just yet. And this is where we say goodbye. Thank you very much for playing. And hopefully we'll see you
That
back
sucked.
soon.
All right, I'm gonna try and get if people are playing now. Remember that this is cross-platform, so anyone can play, whether you're on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. So I want to say I'm on the Eastern Time Zone. All right, so it's 11:44 p.m. right now. So let's call it the 47th minute of this hour, no matter what time zone you're in. We're all going to hit Divot Derby, and we're going to hit ready. Okay? Let's see if you hit. Okay. Yeah. So at the 47th minute, we're going to hit Divot Derby, and we're all going to play together. So if you're watching this and you also have your game up, the 47th minute, we're going to hit ready. I'm going to go pee for the next minute or so. I'll be right back. So do not. I'm gonna pee in like 10 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. And we will. We're gonna do this in the 47th minute. Okay, the 47th minute. Bang, bang, bang. 47th minute. I'm back. Here we go. I got 10 seconds. '47th minute. Bang. 13 and 20, 14 and 20, 15 and 20, 16 and 20, 17 and 20, 18, 19, 20, and we go. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, people. Woo! That works. It always works. I love it. All right, Divot Derby against the chat. This is what it's all about. Bunch of the viewers in here. Give me a little I'm in there if you're in the chat and you're also in the Divot Derby. Playing at Detroit Golf Club, Detroit, Rock City.
Hello there. My name's John. Welcoming you to Divot Derby. It's golf, but with speed. You got to get your ball in the hole before anyone else.
Boom, 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 boom.
Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters.
Whoa, furthest drive.
There are a certain amount of slots that you can get into at the end of this hole that will allow you to continue to the next hole. And there are not enough slots
In there like swimwear. Let's go. Ooh, Tyler Skaggs. That's a
Best of luck out there. I'll be rooting for you.
that's a guy that's always been in here. familiar name.
Looking
Go in.
very nice. Oh, yeah, you made it to the green first.
All right. First one in the hole.
Made it to the hole first.
Come on, guys. Keep it up.
Just
Keep up.
take a moment to appreciate our opponents as we watch them
It's my hole.
before the next hole.
My hole.
Done. One left. Okay, moving on. Someone just snagged that final slot.
You know?
Okay, 17 players remaining in the contest. Slowest
Little bit of a
people
push.
will be eliminated. Let's not have that be you.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I had the wrong club there? All right. This is not looking good, fellas.
You know what
This
that
one's
sounds
not
like?
looking good.
It's ticking. Time to get a move on.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Okay, there are 6 slots remaining in this one.
Pushed it.
1 slot left. Uh-oh, let's see if we can get another putt going. Countdown's going. No good. Final slot has been filled, and we done here today. All right, and as this hole kicks off, let's see who's going to make it to that hole first.
Wow. No way. Brock Nelson to the fucking Colorado Avalanche. Are you fucking kidding me?
And we're almost there. 5 slots remaining. All right, now just 1 left.
Holy shit, man. Brock Nelson and Devon Taves will be on the same team again. You're telling me he's going to Colorado, man? It's like my second home. It's of all the places for him to go. I go there like 6 times a year.
Okay, these folks are going to tee off on this new hole. I wonder who's going to get to that cup first.
I mean, McKinnon, Druin, Natchez, Nelson, like that would be absolutely outrageous.
Okay, 5 slots remaining. Okay, there goes the final slot. Moving along. Okay, let's see who's going to come out on top on this hole.
I'm like, what the hell are we going to get back for that, man? You know, that's a fucking unbelievable team if he goes to Colorado. But what? Colorado's not going to give up. Like, I mean, I saw people saying that the Islanders were going to get a top D man. Like,
Okay, 5 slots remaining now. Now 3 slots left.
I'm very interested to see what he gets. Very interested to see what he gets. There's our guy Tyler Skaggs in the chat. He's still in this thing.
Okay.
Wow, I mean, there's no going to sleep now.
Let's see who
But they're
gets
playing, though.
first on this hole.
Colorado's playing right now. They're up 5-1 in the third period.
There we go. 5 slots left here. And 3 slots left now. And now 1 slot left. And there we go. Final slot has been taken.
You know what the real problem is? If he goes to Colorado, which I can't even believe that we're even having this fucking conversation that the New York Islanders are not going to have Brock Nelson on their team next year. But if he goes to Colorado, he's going to have to change his fucking number.
Fun to see who gets to that cup
McKinnon's 29. He ain't going to Colorado and fucking taking 29. That's for sure.
All right, 3 slots remain. And now just 1 slot left.
I don't know what this guy Tom just wrote.
For this hole.
Whatever that was means. I don't know what the hell that is. Principal skin. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's see who gets to that hole first.
Here we're coming down to the end here in Divot Derby. This guy Kuz is absolutely ripping these drives. Oh my god, I feel like I'm sick to my stomach, man. Here's the trade.
Okay, 1 slot left. And moving on to the next hole, that last
Callum Ritchie,
slot has been
a
filled.
first-round selection in the 2026 or 2027 NHL draft, a conditional third-round pick in the 2028 draft, and defenseman Oliver Killington in exchange for Brock Nelson and William DeFore.
Okay, final hole of this Divot Derby matchup. Unfortunate to not be competing in the finale, but you know what? It's going to be fun nonetheless. That will drop, and we have ourselves a winner. Good job to that person. All right, this is where we part ways. It was fun to be with you at this Divot Derby matchup. Hopefully we'll see you back here real soon.
Fuck, man. You know? Fucking guy was at my wedding. Like, this is a fucking, like, you know, I started out a Brock Nelson just, like, diehard fan and then became pretty good, like, you know, he became family, this guy. Like, I mean, I really don't know what to think. Like, it's obviously a good return. You're getting a first round pick in a good draft. Like, next year's draft is supposed to be really bad. 2026 is supposed to be elite. So the Islanders will go into that draft with 2 first round picks minimum, possibly 3 if they move another guy. You got 2 players. You got a 20-year-old and Richie. Fuck, man. It's like, it's like the Islanders got a lot of stuff out of it. Colorado hasn't signed him. Like, it wasn't like a sign and trade yet. It's like, I don't know that they really fleeced anyone. Like, they gave up a lot to get him, right? But like, if you're the Avs, you're getting a great fucking goal scorer. Like, damn. Yeah, man. Fucking sucks, dude. I don't even know what to fucking say. I've already said my piece like before the trade was official. You've heard my take on this. Like, does seeing the return change anything for me? No, I still think that. I don't know, man. I still think the Islanders next year are just better with Brock Nelson, but you have to build for the future, I guess. I mean, get a bunch of draft picks now and a great draft. Like, this is just fucking tough, man. Shout out to my fucking guy, dude. This is fucking brutal right now. I'm gonna go make a video and try and say bye to this guy, you know? Sucks. Good dude. Great. Also, the thing about it is, like, it's just sad that, like, the era that, like, with, like, this run that we went on, and people might not say it's a run, but there was a run, dude. It was like COVID was insane. We were locked in our houses. The Islanders went on these ridiculous winning streaks, made the playoffs, made it to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. Borelli's came out of the fucking dumps and had 1,000 people packed in there. The Islanders are coming to the back of Borelli's with a full crowd of people going nuts, taking the freaking ceiling lights down. Laredo's throwing pies around. Like, this was that core. The Anders Lee, Brock Nelson, Kyle Palmieri, like, you know, Matt Martin, Cal Clutterbuck, Josh Bailey, like, this team. And it's like Brock was the fucking center of it. He was the guy, man. They traded up to go get him. 31st overall pick, or whatever it was at the time. Fucking Kevin Connolly fucking announced his draft pick. It was a run, man. Like, fucking losing to Tampa in game 7 and like beating Boston in beating Boston in Boston. And I have all these moments. Like, I'm looking at a picture right now. Like, look at this fucking shit, man. Like that, like this stuff right there, man. Like, that was Boston, you know? Like, that shit, you know? Brutal. I don't know, man. It's like it's one thing to be upset about the player as like a buddy, and the other thing to be like, it's just the end. It's like, it's sobering. It's the end of a really, really great, fun team that I got close with and loved, and like the era of me being a fan, like going from fucking the outside to even getting a taste of just seeing how this operation works and learn who these guys are. It's like, fuck, man, that shit's coming to an end. And Brock was like, all right, I think I gotta fucking do this video and fucking call it quits. It's been a great stream. Shout out to 2K. I'm a depressed boy right now, that's for sure. Fuck. Yeah. Shout out to PGA Tour 2K25, an amazing video game. I appreciate everyone for hopping on the first stream of the year. A lot of fun. We'll get them going. I'm going to bring these on the road with me. Try and get more people involved. It'll be a lot of fun to just see the guys and see how we can play and do Divot Derby and a lot of the societies. So, great night. I think we were around here for what? Fucking, how long has this been? How long has this fucking been? I don't even know how long this has been. Am I even still live? Oh, 2 hours and 12 minutes. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Fuck. All right, boys. We'll see ya. Make sure you go play the Barstool Golf Society event. We'll see you guys at the bar.